Hello and welcome to Michael Corbin's K911 YouTube channel. On this channel, you will learn about dog training, dog behavior, and dog care. We hope that you will appreciate the insight, expertise, and knowledge of Michael Corbin, who has trained and cared for dogs all of his life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this free information that Michael will be sharing with you. And now, Mr. Michael Corbin.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining in and listening in to this episodes on dog training. And with me, of course, as always, my good friend, one of my best buddies, Gary, the owner and founder of realityradio101.com. How's it going today, Gary?
I'm fine, thank you, Mike. A lot of information. We're glad to see that on some of your other channels, a lot of people clicking on and listening to a lot of the information that you're giving. And folks, if you're just with us the very first time, we just want you to know that Michael is giving you a ton of information absolutely free. And you can take this information to the bank because this is the greatest free information you're ever going to get when it comes to training, caring for your dog. So be sure to listen, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these. I'm sure Gary enjoys doing them too. And Gary, I do thank you for involving Let the Station.
No problem.
This.
Well, I enjoy this more than I would talk to someone training my goldfish.
Yeah.
So it's not
You
a
can
lot
train
there.
a goldfish.
I know. Can you?
I've done it before.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way? How do you do that?
Just following your finger
Really?
and all that.
They
And
think
you
it's
put your
food,
finger
though,
near the
right?
water and he
Yeah.
would touch the finger. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very
Not much
nice.
else I could do with that.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
Take it for a walk.
I didn't get it to
Yeah.
jump through a hoop or nothing like
That's
that.
boy,
but
that'd
that
be
is
something.
But I'm saying following the finger, it does do that.
Yeah.
And again, it just takes patience.
Very
practice.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, we are here, Mike, to talk about dog training, dog behavior, dog care, and you have a lot to discuss, right? So
Oh yeah, I got a lot
without
of
further
topics,
ado,
but,
go ahead.
one thing that I notice a lot, and this is a problem I had. I still am in the market to get a German Shepherd pup, a real good one.
Yeah.
And of course, I always like to get the working lines.
Yeah.
Working temperament. That's the true German Shepherd. Now, the problem I find with a lot of breeders is they say they got the working German Shepherd or whatever.
Yeah.
But I take a look at the dog and I can tell it's not really
Mm-hmm.
a working German line, or let's say a Czech line or East German line.
Yeah.
I find even the temperament. I talk to the breeders, and the temperament,
Yeah.
the way they breed their dogs is way offline what the breed should be. And I'm using a German Shepherd as an example. I find breeders today are really in it for the money, not for the passion, or not for bettering or
The breed.
improving
Yeah.
the breed, right? Make the breed a lot better. The problem is they are in it for the money, obviously.
Yep.
And what they're doing is they're catering to the novice owner or the first-time owner.
Oh, wow.
Where
That's a bad thing, though,
it's
right?
a bad thing. It's really destroys the breed. So what happens is they're breeding the Shepherd and altering his temperament to suit the first-time owner, or
Yeah.
the owner that wants a German Shepherd but doesn't want that qualities that the German Shepherd has, like the courageousness, the protectiveness, the how do I say, the guard dog type of thing. They want their German Shepherd to act more like a golden retriever.
Yeah, which is not the
Yeah.
breed, right?
So-
I mean, you shouldn't.
So I guess the breeder says, well, I want to get the business off this guy, so why
Yeah.
don't I start breeding Shepherds that are more suitable for this owner, a little bit less aggressive,
Yeah.
and loses his working traits, basically.
Yeah.
And that, to me, destroys the breed. And I find that with a lot of breeds, these breeders are doing just so they could sell the dog. And what they're doing is they're making their passion into their career, which is okay. That is okay. But you shouldn't get away from your purpose, right? A German Shepherd breeder
It's a German Shepherd.
should
It
be
shouldn't be.
make the breed
Yeah.
better than it is.
But
Improve the breed. It should continue it. It should breed for health. It should breed for temperament. It should breed for working function, not for beauty, not for
Yeah.
the novice owner
or hunting or,
or
something.
hunting,
you know,
yeah.
it's not that.
Yeah.
If you want that dog, you buy that particular breed. So it's like, as you say, someone saying, I want a German Shepherd, but I want it to have the temperament and the training of a beagle.
Yeah.
That's just get a
Right.
beagle.
It's like getting a golden retriever,
yeah.
and then you want to train him in protection. Well,
Yeah.
the golden retriever, you want that soft mouth where
Mhm.
he does it where he's picking up the bird. He's not bringing it to the hunter all chewed up or torn.
Right. That's right.
Right? So
Mhm.
it has to have that soft mouth where it picks up the bird and doesn't even leave teeth impressions.
That's right.
That's
Mhm.
the trait of the retriever breeds. But you don't want to breed it with a heavy or aggressiveness where it goes after that bird and
Mhm.
just rips
Destroys
it apart, crushes
yeah.
it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe the owner says, well, I like the golden retriever, but I like him a little bit tougher. I
Yeah.
like him to really go after the birds and rip it apart.
Why bother?
Whether you're duck hunting, you shoot the bird already and it falls
Yep.
down, or just it's alive, you just send it in there.
Yep.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just breed the dog for its primary purpose and
Mhm.
always try to improve the breed.
Very nice.
Right?
Good advice.
That's right. And it just bothers me because I've been phoning breeders, and they've been, and they give me their jargon, and then when I tell them I
Yeah.
have experience in
Yeah,
this
they-
field and all
they-
that, and
yeah.
all of a sudden they don't get back to me. I say,
Hmm.
well, let me know when you got a litter so I could come and see it. Right? I
Mhm.
like to see the parents too. Oh yeah, we'll have one in the summertime. They'll tell me, or the springtime, or whatever. And all of a sudden, I don't get a phone call. They take my
Yeah.
name number and they don't get back to me.
They don't call you back.
And it's happened to more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's fine, and I know that's not the breeder for me.
No.
A breeder will not shy away from his product.
No, of course not. I
He'll
mean,
answer
you
every
know,
question.
Right.
He'll be honest. He'll invite you over. He'll let you see the parents.
Mhm.
He'll let you see the pups.
We used to call them pups, parents on premises.
I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, that's right. In the States, when you're buying a dog and you have an ad and it says POPs, P-O-P-S, that means the parents on premises.
Parents on.
Yeah,
premises.
POPs.
Yeah. But
Very cool.
that's my type on the breeders. Always do the research on the breed,
Mm-hmm.
and then really ask a lot of questions to the breeders, and he's got to give you the appropriate answers. And then if you like what you hear, then go see the parents and the pups.
Very nice. That's good advice.
Yeah.
It's always important, I think, to see the parents of an animal. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would think
Because
that
you can see,
would be
because he could give you the whole story over the phone, or maybe even show a certain video or pictures on his website, and they might not even be his dogs. It might be a different dog.
That's right.
I went to see a golden retriever breeder,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy was real good. And he shows me the male,
Mm-hmm.
and then he showed the obedience work of this male, and then he
Mhm.
started doing tricks with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed me the proof that the dog had the soft mouth, the
Mhm.
retriever. Right? You have the dog.
He's in Ontario, this guy?
This guy's in Ontario,
Mm-hmm.
and he would give the dog a piece of bread,
Mm-hmm.
and the dog would hold it in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then he would take the bread out, tell him to release, and the bread's not ripped or torn. Right?
That's
Piche.
amazing.
Yeah. And he even did it with the hot dog. No indentation from
Mhm.
the teeth was in that hot dog. And then when he was done with the trick, he'd give the whole hot dog and the bread.
And
to
he'd
the dog,
destroy
right?
it.
And then he just ate
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
So
I
that
love
was pretty good. And I
Goldens,
like
yeah.
what I saw, and he
Mhm.
explained what he breeds it for. He
Mhm.
doesn't breed it for show or whatever. This dog
Mhm.
had a nice
Mhm.
size
Mhm.
face, muzzle, neck on him.
Mhm.
The body structure was nice. I could tell it was kind of like its primary working purpose for a golden
Yeah.
retriever.
Cool.
So I liked it. Hopefully
I'll have
can
to
get-
get that breeder's name from you.
Yeah, no problem. We'll go up and go take a look at him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So that's just a quick opinion on my selecting of a dog breeder and what to look for and
Yeah, it's,
what some of the breeders are doing today. I find
well, as you say, if it's for the money, they're not really going to care.
they're not improving the breed.
No.
They're satisfying the first time owner or the owner who wants a certain breed that it's not made out to be.
Yeah, and they're not improving the downline or the upline, and they're
You shouldn't
just
turn a German Shepherd into a poodle. Basically,
No, of
right?
course
no matter
not.
what the new guy
Of course
wants.
not.
Boy, another topic I like to talk about here quickly is this. I used to work at a Bowmanville Zoo. I
Mhm.
learned a lot of animal training from there
Mm-hmm.
and zookeeping,
Mhm.
which is taking care of the animals.
Wow.
The owner of the Bowmanville Zoo, Michael Hackenberger, was my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's been recently under a lot of scrutiny from PETA
Yeah, I know.
Did you hear about it? Did you see
Yeah,
the
I know
video?
all about it.
Did you see the video?
With the tiger.
The tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I worked with Michael. I learned a lot of things off of him, and I can tell you one thing. I don't care what PETA says. This guy is not animal cruelty.
No, and you could see that when
Yeah.
they explained he put up a video
He put up a video.
of defending, with the whip, people thinking he was whipping the animal. And he showed a lot of it was on the side of the animal. It
Right.
looked like, right? It
But you
wasn't-
hear that noise. See, people,
hear
when
the
they hear
noise.
that whipping noise,
Yeah.
or they'll see the tiger react,
Yeah.
moving out
They
of the
think
way
he's
like this.
getting hit.
That's just the noise. Now, you got to remember
Yeah.
one thing. Look at the animal. This is an apex predator, okay? This is the top of the food chain animal.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to train it or care for it or whatever, you can't just go over and be gentle with it or whatever a lot of times. These are dominant animals.
Yep.
There's certain techniques you have to use with
Yeah.
it. All right? I seen it firsthand. I worked with animals like these.
Mm-hmm.
My co-workers that used to work at the zoo seen it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And one guy even went on his Facebook to mention, and it stuck by Mike's side. I went on Facebook and I put it on my account that this guy Mike was okay. He doesn't abuse animals. I worked with him. And if you really understand animal training,
Yeah.
especially with exotics, you'll understand these techniques.
Yeah.
But PETA is so against it. PETA's
They're against everything.
They're against zoos. They're against
Yeah.
everything,
Right.
which is fine. But I think PETA should really concentrate more on the poaching aspect out in
Yeah.
the wild.
Yeah, like elephants, their
Elephants
tusks,
or
and-
that dentist that
things.
shot the
Yeah.
lion and beheaded it
yeah,
for a trophy,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
How come PETA wasn't all over him?
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I mean, a lot of the public were, but
Yeah.
you don't really see PETA really going after this guy.
No,
putting
no.
pictures on, right?
No.
But Mike, I know him. Do I agree with everything he does? No.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody agrees what I do.
Mm-hmm.
If PETA saw me the way I train my dogs, I'm pretty sure they'd be all over my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I just think PETA should get their priorities right. They should learn about exotic animal training.
Mm-hmm.
Mike explained why he did those things.
Mhm.
And a lot of people got upset still at Mike
Yeah.
because they hear the whipping noise. They're
Yeah.
the really tugs on their heartstrings type of thing, right? They feel sorry
Yep.
for the animal. They just don't understand it. And then they heard Michael swear. I
Yeah,
work with
I
Mike.
know.
He swears. I swear. It's
Yeah.
just slang. Everybody swears.
Yeah, that people thought, well, if he swears, he's got to be abusing these
Yeah.
animals, right?
And a lot of these animals were saved from the wild. A lot of the animals, a lot of the elephants were poached. Their herd were poached, and these animals were left because they were young, and they were saved.
When you worked at the zoo,
Right.
you actually worked with, and now your expertise is with dogs, of course,
Right.
but when you worked at the zoo, you worked with all those wild animals?
Yeah.
Wow, man. And you weren't scared at all?
No.
Really?
No.
Even lions and stuff like that?
No.
Holy
No,
cow.
Me and some of my other coworkers, we
Yeah.
got in there with the lions in the den, in the cage.
Never
Not
bugged
with
it?
Mike in there, but we know what to expect. Mike, that's the great thing about Michael Hackenberger. He
Mhm.
really knows how the animal thinks. He really
Yeah.
studies the animal.
When you're on location doing anything for a zoo animal. I don't mean to get off track, but this
That's
is
all right.
interesting
This
for
is
some of your
also
listeners.
animal related topic.
On location anywhere in that zoo, do you have any kind of tranquilizer gun in case you needed it?
It's on the premises.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's on
not,
the zoo
yeah.
premises.
Yeah.
But if we do something off location, like a
Mhm.
commercial,
Mm-hmm. It would always
we're
be
there.
brought.
We're there. Yeah.
You'd always bring that.
We did a commercial once for Dimetap.
Mm-hmm.
And we did an English version and a French version. But one of the shoots I remember I was involved in was they did a close up where they had the box
Mm-hmm.
right under the lion's paw here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can see the dog, the lion,
Yeah. That big
the
dog.
yeah, the
Yeah.
big dog with the mane.
Yeah.
But the lion, what he was doing, he was eating the food.
Mm-hmm.
Mike gave him a bunch of food, and the lion, Bongo at the
Right.
time, was eating the food, and then they were just taking video of the box, because then
It looked like
the
he was eating
narrator
it.
would say Dimetap, whatever the number
Yeah.
one
Right.
sinus relief.
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And my job was, because the lion was there eating the food, the meat,
Mm-hmm.
right, because we wanted that shot, my job was I had a staff, a stick,
Mm-hmm.
and if there was the crew around him,
Mm-hmm.
and if the lion decided to go after the crew or does get after it,
Mm-hmm.
my job was to get in between them
Mm-hmm.
and take the hit or fight the lion off the person if it happens to get to him.
With a
Distract.
stick, though? You only had a stick?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
Yeah.
electrified or
No. We just know certain techniques,
right?
right? But not to say I could go in and just
Yeah.
fight lions. But I'm just saying, because Mike's there, the head trainer, the lion does respect Mike.
But what I'm
But
saying is,
just,
I always
just in
thought,
case, because these are lions. Let's say
Yeah.
a lion. We were talking about Bongo,
Yeah.
this incident. They are cats. What you see with your domestic cats is what
Mhm.
you see with lions. If lions get skittish, they kind of just
yeah,
go for the door. They'll bolt,
yeah.
and they'll go through anything that gets in their way. Or if they don't like a certain person, they could just, for whatever reason, might go after it.
But what I always thought, okay, even though you would never need this, use it, etc., I always thought that every zoo, like when someone's out there, or there's got to be a tranquilizer gun on location somewhere. That's what I'm saying. So you guys would have those in case of an emergency. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you didn't carry them.
No.
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 But if something got awry or amiss, you'd radio or call
We
back.
would
and they'd
radio in,
and they'd run out with
back
the
up,
gun.
and they would do it. Like, let's say an elephant,
Mm-hmm.
right? Give elephant rights,
Yeah.
and something happens.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened when I worked there. Not
Yeah.
one incident.
Yeah. But someone
But
would
let's
run
say-
out of an office with a gun.
Yeah. Or let's say a male elephant goes in his must stage.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he becomes dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it happens when he's out in his enclosure
Mm-hmm.
and he starts charging at people or whatever. That's
Mhm.
what they do. They become very dominant. They fight
Mhm.
other elephants. They think they're the toughest things on the planet.
Yeah.
And it happens to male elephants.
Okay.
If there's an incident like that, then that's when the elephant gun will be used, or a tranquilizer, right?
Mm-hmm. But
Whatever.
one guy walking the grounds, let's say there's 5, 6 of you feeding, caring for the animals.
Right.
One guy walking the grounds doesn't always have that on him. In other
A
words,
radio?
no, the tranquilizer
the
gun.
no.
So
No,
you'd
they're-
have. So
they're
I
kept.
guess.
They're kept at a certain location.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So they are on the grounds, though.
They are on the grounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you ever trained to use one in case
No,
you
I
needed
haven't.
to? Okay.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I think just maybe 2 people.
2 people. Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because if one, let's say one got out of the cage,
Mhm.
almost impossible. But let's say one did. A tiger running the grounds now. People are running. You'd want to put that tiger. You're not killing him. You just want to put him down to sleep, right? So
I guess
wouldn't
killing
you?
would be the last resort, right? You're gonna have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, but
but-
but wouldn't someone radio and say the lion is out of the cage, is
Yeah.
chasing
Well,
people,
obviously.
and when they come out with a tranquilizer gun, to knock them out, to
Good,
get
yes,
them?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was curious about. I want to
No,
hear
that's-
more about off air here, off your YouTube channel. I love to talk about the zoo, man, because I
Well,
think
let's
that's
talk about
incredible.
it now. We got some time.
Yeah. Well,
We
it's
got a few more minutes. Couple
you
minutes.
know,
Anything else you want to know when I worked there?
no, and so you were a caretaker.
Yeah,
Okay. How long did you work there for?
just over a year.
Okay.
I was in a program where
Okay.
they teach
And you liked it.
zookeeping, animal training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
I
were
passed the course.
you were in charge of feeding animals.
Yes.
Okay. What about caring for animals besides feeding?
Yes.
Was it okay? What about how often?
Feeding, cleaning.
What
and
about
the training.
vet care? What when a vet came in to
Yeah.
work, did they always have 1 or 2 of you guys around to help out?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and a coworker helped out once doing the autopsy on one of the. They
Oh,
call
wow.
them eldads. They're a resemblance of a ram,
Mm-hmm.
and one of it got gored, and they
Okay.
want to know what happened, why it died. Right.
Okay.
We didn't really know how it got gored. So once she cut the animal open, this is
Mhm.
a dead animal. The foul smell that came out of that dead carcass.
Mm-hmm.
She's used to it, the vet. Me and the
But you guys
coworker,
weren't.
Jeff, we just turned and just almost threw up right on the spot.
But wouldn't
first
she have warned you about that? That gentleman, you're gonna
No,
smell?
I think she took great pleasure. No,
Oh, see, that's
Yeah.
not right.
but then she showed us. Well, they have what they call a rumen.
Mhm.
It's like their version of a stomach. That got pierced. That got gored by a bigger steer, a
Mhm.
2,000-pound animal,
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest deers they have. I forget the name of it, but it got in an altercation with this one, and it got
Mm-hmm.
stabbed. and it poked a hole in a rumen, and that's a death sentence to these type of
Yeah.
herbivores.
What about the Bowmanville Zoo here in Ontario, Oshawa, Ontario? Did they have a puma or what was it, cheetah? Because I remember when I was there one time a few years ago, this kid actually got in the cage and he was going calling the name of this thing, and this thing come running up to him like playfully, and he was feeding it, and it was a cheetah or a puma, or it's a big cat.
Just any kid? Any person?
No. One of the caretakers.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Do you remember what?
I when I was there, we had two jaguars.
Okay, it was a jaguar then. Okay,
and nobody ever got in the cage with those ones.
Okay, well this one was a long cage.
From what I've been told by Mike, the jaguars, he wouldn't even. I don't think. No, he would train him, but he would train him from the outside. They're the most dangerous. They're the most dangerous cat, the most difficult cat to train.
Well, this particular cat was right next to. It was either ostriches or giraffe cages, and this he got in there and he called the name a lynx or something, and he got in there and he called the name, and this cat was hiding, and all of a sudden it plopped out and it just put its paws on this guy's shoulder and he was feeding it. It was a big ass, looked like a leopard.
Yeah,
and it was I don't remember, but anyway,
it could have been a leopard. Right?
Yeah.
But,
wow, interesting. Any snakes there?
Yeah, we had a time I was there. We had 2 Burmese pythons and one.
Did you ever feed them?
No, I didn't. That was done by a curator at the zoo.
Okay.
I won't tell you how they do it and all that.
Yeah.
I won't. It's not inhumane. It's just snakes aren't my big thing.
Yeah.
What I did see, and I did call it. I did see it. I did read the signs again, being the canine guy.
Mm-hmm.
I did happen. They happen to fight. It does happen. I seen 2 female wolves fight for dominance.
2 who? Wolves?
Female wolves.
Yeah.
One was the dominant one, the other one a challenge, and one was showing signs. I called it in. He said, "No, they just do this from time to time. They're all right." I said, "No, it doesn't look like it. It's
You're saying
serious.
It looks like they're gonna fight?"
Yeah, like the dominant one is actually cowering. The other one is challenging. It's they're teeing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when even dogs tee up, it's the dominant one is at the side. Its face is facing the side of the other animal, and it's more dominant animal. The other one is just lowering itself, cowering a bit.
Okay.
But here's the thing: the dominant animal, the one that's cowering, actually, as soon as the curator come there, because they recognize the curator, he's the one that takes care of these wolves.
Yeah.
Once they see him, they both went after him, and it's obviously the leader or the dominant one goes first, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, they start scrapping.
Wow.
And I saw it from far away, and I hear him say, "Hey, stop it!" Right? He's there trying to stop it, and then all I see, you just see the speed of these wolves, the way they fight.
Yeah.
And it was on dirt ground, and it's just a cloud of smoke. And this fight might have lasted. They got it apart because another curator came in and helped, and it must have lasted less than 10 seconds.
But how did they get them apart? They didn't use
one grabbed one
tranquilizers.
No tranquilizers. Okay. It's just they were used to handling these animals.
Yeah.
But they're still, you got to be cautious, and you have to know what you do. And the damage they done within those seconds.
Yeah,
that shows you how these wolves are in real life.
Yeah.
What they could do, right?
Yeah.
Now, what we've been taught at the zoo is these exotic animals.
Mm-hmm.
They may be trained.
Yeah.
But they're never tamed. You might hear the terms, "Oh, this animal is tamed."
Yeah.
No, that's no exotic animal is tamed.
Right.
They do listen to the call of the wild foremost, right?
Right.
Anything else? Yeah, they may be trained. You might train them to walk with you or whatever. But at any certain time,
they're wild
expect
animals.
the unexpected. Yeah, you really again. I said before, Michael Hackenberger really knows the animals. He reads the animals. He learns them. And we were taught to study the animals, learn its behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with dog training, and especially protection work. We learn to read the dog.
Right.
We look at the signs it gives us, its body language, the eyes, the ear carriage, the body posture, the tail.
Right.
Right? It's even the tremors of the muscle tone.
Right.
We read off of it. And seven signs, the number 1 we hold there is the top dominant position. So let's say you have,
Wow.
let's say back in the dog training thing where we're
Mhm.
reading dogs. If you have, let's say one dog shows 1, the first
Mhm.
top sign, and the bottom 6 he doesn't show.
Yeah.
The other dog doesn't show number 1, but shows the other 6, the next 6, shows 6 behaviors, and the other dog doesn't show 6 behaviors, but shows that top behavior.
Yeah.
Which one would you go for? Showing the dog that shows the most dominant
Yeah.
signs,
Mm-hmm.
or the dog that shows the least, just the one, but shows the most dominant one?
That one probably.
That's the one you go for.
Yeah.
That's the one we were taught to go for.
Wow.
So
Well,
certain techniques like that can't be really, that can be taught in the school,
Yeah.
but also you need hands-on work, and you got to see these signs.
Yeah.
And at the zoo, we've been taught to read the animals. Right?
Yeah.
Each animal is different.
Do you miss that job?
No,
Why?
because I like dogs, working with dogs.
But if they offered you a great position, a great salary, great way to improve your skill with animals, a great opportunity, would you take it again?
Not in Bowmanville. You don't make a great.
Well, you're saying because it's a
Great
smaller.
salary. Yeah, it's a smaller.
Well, it's a
zoo, yeah.
smaller zoo.
I did my time there. I learned
Yeah.
what I had to offer
Good.
there.
And the beige uniform.
Metros, yeah, the khakis, yeah.
Yeah, I
They
love
were
that.
all right. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, we're almost out of time here, folks. Again, we want to thank you for listening to Michael Corbin's K911 YouTube channel. And I know sometimes we get off topic, but we are talking about general animals.
And that's the
And
whole point too. We're just two guys
yeah.
bantering back and forth.
That's
talking.
right. That's right. But, if you have specific questions, concerns, or comments, you can easily respond to this channel. And, of course, this is Michael Corbin's K911 YouTube channel. Or, Mike, again, slowly tell us how they can get a hold of you directly via an email address.
Email address corbin.k911@yahoo.ca. Even Facebook, Michael Corbin, Reality Radio 101. And Twitter @CorbinK911.
Okay, so we are hoping that you will continue to listen to these little segments that Michael Corbin puts up on YouTube. And again, it's called K911. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything you would like to know about regarding dog training, dog behavior, or dog care, we will discuss a lot of this in more up-and-coming YouTube channel audios. But feel free to contact Mike. He'd be more than happy to help you. It's free of charge, give you free advice, and help you on your way to training that animal.
And I'm not saying I know everything, but if I do happen not to know a certain thing or a question, I will find out, and I'll respond to you.
Very good. Well, Mike, it's been another good YouTube channel, another
Thanks.
good K911 episode,
Thanks a lot.
and we hope people will continue to listen and write in with their questions and
I
concerns.
hope so too.
So, folks, you've been listening to Michael Corbin's K911 YouTube channel right here on YouTube, and we'll talk to you again next time. Thank you.